Rich people don't get rich by accident, and they definitely don't stay rich by luck, because beneath the cars, the homes, the vacations, and the quiet confidence is a simple but powerful habit they repeat every single month. It's not something flashy like buying stocks at the perfect time or discovering secret investment loopholes. It's something far more boring on the surface and far more dangerous in impact. Because while most people drift through their months reacting to bills, stress, and surprises, wealthy people stop, step back, and deliberately reset their financial direction on a schedule every month without fail. And the reason this works is because money doesn't respond to emotion, it responds to attention. And rich people give their money relentless attention in a way most people never do. They treat their finances like a living system that needs regular calibration. Not something you check once a year when taxes are due, or once a week when anxiety spikes. And this monthly ritual begins with something that feels uncomfortable to the average person, but empowering to those who understand leverage. They audit everything, not just their bank balances, but their entire financial ecosystem. Every income stream, every expense, every leak, every missed opportunity, and every dollar that didn't perform as well as it should have. Because rich people don't ask, "Did I survive this month?" They ask, "Did my money behave the way I instructed it to?" And that single shift in mindset changes everything. Because now money is no longer something happening to them. It's something they are actively commanding. And during this monthly review, they look for patterns instead of numbers, trends instead of totals, behaviors instead of balances, because they know that numbers are outcomes, not causes. And if you want different outcomes, you must adjust the behaviors feeding them, which is why rich people obsess over cash flow timing, not just cash flow amount. They want to know when money enters, when it leaves, and how long it sits idle, because idle money is wasted power. And this is where most people lose without realizing it, because they focus on saving money instead of directing it. But wealthy people know that saving without strategy is just delayed consumption, not wealth creation. So every month they ask ruthless questions like, which expense made my life better and which one just quietly drained me? Which investment moved me forward and which one underperformed? Which income source grew and which one stagnated? And they answer honestly, without ego, because ego is expensive, and they are ruthless about cutting what no longer serves their long-term vision. Even if it once did, because rich people don't fall in love with tactics, they fall in love with outcomes. And this monthly reset also includes something even more powerful. They realign their money with their future self, not their current emotions. Because wealthy people are constantly funding who they are becoming, not who they currently are. And every month they ask, is my money moving me closer to the life I say I want? And if the answer is no, they change something immediately. They don't wait for January. They don't wait for motivation. They don't wait for permission. They adjust now. Because time is the only asset they cannot replenish. And this habit compounds quietly over years, because small monthly corrections prevent massive future disasters. Just like slight course changes prevent ships from ending up in the wrong continent, and while most people operate financially on autopilot, rich people manually override the system every month, which is why they rarely experience sudden financial collapse. They see problems while they're still small, while everyone else only notices them when it's too late. And here's where it gets even more interesting. This monthly habit isn't just about cutting or optimizing, it's about expansion. Because rich people don't ask, how do I protect what I have? They ask, how do I make this month pay me forever? And so they deliberately allocate money toward assets, skills, systems, and relationships that create future leverage. They invest in things that scale, things that multiply, things that work while they sleep, and every month they intentionally push money toward engines that generate more money, not status symbols that consume it. and that's why their lifestyle often looks boring on the way up. Because they are playing a long game most people don't even realize exists, and during this monthly review, they also schedule money moves in advance. Because wealthy people don't make financial decisions emotionally in the moment, they pre-decide when calm and execute when disciplined. They automate investments, schedule transfers, plan reinvestments, and structure their finances so that good decisions happen by default, because discipline beats motivation every time. And what separates rich people from everyone else is not intelligence or luck, it's consistency. Because anyone can make a good financial decision once, but wealthy people make good decisions boringly, repeatedly, month after month, year after year. And this habit compounds into something almost unfair over time. Because while others are chasing quick wins, rich people are stacking invisible advantages. And here's the part most people miss. This monthly ritual isn't stressful for them, it's empowering, because clarity reduces anxiety, and knowing exactly where you stand financially gives you confidence, leverage, and options. And options are the true definition of wealth. And as this habit becomes routine, rich people start thinking differently about money altogether. They stop seeing it as something scarce and start seeing it as something directional, something that can be pointed, shaped, and multiplied. And this changes how they spend, how they invest. This also changes how they negotiate and how they say no, because every dollar now has a job, and money without a job is fired. Over time, this creates a feedback loop, because monthly reviews lead to better decisions lead to better results. Better results lead to confidence, and confidence leads to bolder but calculated moves, and suddenly what looks like luck from the outside is actually years of quiet preparation on the inside. The most powerful part is that this habit doesn't require being rich to start. It's how people become rich. Because wealth is not a single event, it's a process, and processes only work when repeated. The reason this monthly habit works so well is because it aligns awareness, intention, and action in one moment, over and over again. And while most people let months happen to them, rich people design them. That's why 5 years later, they look back and barely recognize their financial life, while others wonder why nothing ever seems to change, because money grows where attention flows. Rich people make sure their attention shows up every single month, quietly, consistently, and relentlessly, until the results become undeniable. If this helped you, hit that like button so YouTube shows it to more people.